So you're getting this kind of window, that is a user interface for a MATLAB. Now we'll study this user interface first of all. What are the options or functions available on this user interface, how to use them, what we call the different functions. Okay, so we'll start with the home window or this home module. Okay, so home module, you have first set of functions called as files. Okay, so in file we have new script, new live script, and there is a new button. You can see here, so you can start script, live function, class, test class, system object, and all these things. Okay, so we'll get back to this, what is script, live script, all these things. Then you have open button. Okay, so you can open existing MATLAB functions or code from here. Then you have go to file and find files. So this is what about the file functions we can say. So what is the script? Whenever we have to write the program, we'll in MATLAB we called it as a script. And in MATLAB, if you have to write the function, then there is another script you have to write, and for that format is somewhat different. So I can you can see here, I'll open a script and a function script. A normal script, you can see everything is blank and it is untitled. Okay, and in a function script, I have opened this function script. This is what it looks like. Whenever we will study the functions and programming, then I will describe why these two differ from each other. Okay, for a time being, just understand that here we have to write the MATLAB code. Okay, then we'll close this. We don't have to save this thing. Okay, then we have variables. What do you mean by variables? Variables are nothing but the memory locations where we store the data. Variables are nothing but the memory locations where we store the data and we name something to that particular memory location. Let's say we have to store a value of temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll store that value in some memory location. Okay, but how to recall that value again and again? For that purpose, we'll name that function, or sorry, value. So if we have to define the variable, we have to write the variable name, then equal to and value, let's say 25 degrees Celsius. Then we have to close this line using the semicolon. Okay, so this is how we define the variable. We'll come back to this all again, but this was the short introduction. Okay, then we have save workspace, then import data function, clean data function, new variable, open variables, and clean workspace options here. Okay, whenever we'll need these functions, I'll get back to you and I'll ask you from variable functions, open this or click on this thing. Okay, so then we have a code, then we have favorites and clear commands. Now we have separate codes to clear the commands also. Then we have simulink function. In this whole course, we are not going to work on the simulink. Okay, we are just we will be playing with the programming itself. Simulink is a black box where code segments are already written and we have to use just what we can say blocks. We have to connect the blocks we used to do in the circuit designing, and it will work. So in this particular course, we are not going to deal with the simulink part. Then we have layout. So layout is nothing but how we can see this user interface. So we have 2-column default layout here. Then we can shift it to 3-column. You can command window only. We can do it command window only, and many more. So if you have to customize, you can also customize the same, but we'll keep it 2-column default window. Then set path. Set path is nothing but where we are saving our codes. Now, if we are using MATLAB online, there is a MATLAB drive you will get along with it. Okay, you will get a drive and you have to store your MATLAB codes in that drive only. So how to set the path? You have this thing. You have to set the path using set path option, and if you have to add the folder, you can just add it here. Okay, so you have to name it and you can add the folder, but you need not to create the different folders. You can directly save your functions or codes in the MATLAB drive itself. Okay, this function itself. Okay, then close this thing. Then add-ons, you need not to worry about these things. And preferences, in the preferences there are several settings. Will not look into the settings. You need not to change anything from these preferences. If needed in due course, I will let you know how to change all these things. Okay, you have this all the settings here. Okay, then we have help section here, then community, request support, and learn online. So this is all about the home module. Then this is the command window. So what is the command window? Whenever we will execute a code, the output will be displayed in the command window. Okay, and also if we have to try something, then we can execute the same single line of code or bunch of lines in the command window itself. Like if I have to add two numbers, I can directly write it into command window. Okay, and it will give me an answer. So you can try and execute the commands here itself, and if you write a script, that is if you write a program, the output will be displayed in the command window. Okay, okay. Then we have files option here. Whatever path you have chosen, the same will appear in this file section. So you can see all the folders in that on that path, all the files saved on that path. Okay, all the programs, all the figure windows, everything will be stored here, and you can access it from here only. Okay, you can see here I have this path set on my add path or set path option, and we have this all these files available at this particular path. Then there is a workspace. So what is the workspace? What is the workspace? Workspace is nothing but whatever functions we are writing, whatever variables we are defining, every stored variable will, whenever we will execute a code, will be shown in the workspace. For example, अभी हमने क्या किया था? What we did? We created an add variable and we have added 2 plus 3. So what is the answer? 5. So you can see here variable name, then what is its value, what is the size, and what is the class. Okay, so everything will be given here in the workspace. Now let's say we have to subtract 2 from 5, and I will hit on enter. We'll get the subtraction 3, and it is stored in the workspace. So it will work with the script also. Whenever we will write a program and we will execute the program, each and every variable you can see in the workspace. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया सबको? So this is the user interface we have. Okay, then here we have something. You can hide this windows. We have these options here. Then we have find files. We have this command history. We have this add-ons options. So we'll directly we'll keep it as it is. Now next module is a plots. So let it open. Now whatever variables we have in stored in a workspace, for all these kind of variables, in the plot section it will suggest various plots that we can plot with. So for particular add and subtract variables. It is showing that you can plot a box plot, and it is not always true that that particular plot shown here is compatible with the variable. We have to take the decision that which plot we have to plot for a particular variable. Okay, so after that there is a apps. You can use inbuilt apps. We have favorites or MATLAB inbuilt apps like code analyzer, code compatibility, and for machine learning and deep learning we have certain apps that is given by MATLAB. Then we have for math statistics and optimization curve fitter hai. Then distribution filter optimization and PD modeler is also there. For control systems and analysis there are several apps available. Signal processing, communication, image processing, there are several apps available here. They are not going to app in this particular course, but if you go in further research, if you want, you can use these apps. That those are inbuilt in the MATLAB for your further research. Okay? So this is the window we have, user interface we have for a MATLAB online. Okay? So do you have any doubts regarding any of the options available here? Mainly we are using the home window. Okay? And that too, if we go to the script section, these are the some of new functions available in the script. Okay, whenever we will click on the script, it will open a script window and this command window will be going down. So the whole screen will be divided into the 4 sections. Now we have files, we have workspace, then we have command window, and we have script function. Okay, or script window. So what we have to do in the script, we have to write the program. Okay? So first of all, before writing the program, we'll also learn about we have some new modules available here for script. We'll learn these things also. Okay? So first we have new, that is we can open a new script here or a new function also. Okay? So we have open function and save function available. Okay? Then compare to, we can compare the programs. We have go to option available. We can go to any line wherever we want in the program. Okay? Then we have this code functions available. Now what are the code functions? This is the first one is a comment. Let's say we have to write a code, and in between you have to write the instructions, how we have written, why we have written this command, or why we have written this line. So we have to make it unexecutable. Okay? What we have to, what we want, it should not be executed while running, while program is running. So what we have to do, we have to comment that line. So you can just simply put this symbol, and you can write whatever you want. Let's say this is new program. Okay? So this will become a comment. Now if we have, let's say if we have this line and I have not commented it earlier, now this is the line. What we have to do, we just have to select and comment this. Okay? So this is the shortcut for the comment. Then we have next thing, uncomment. So if you select this line and we can click on this, it will become uncomment. Okay? So whenever where we will use these options, whenever we have to do a trial and error. Let's say we have 2 options to write the code. Okay? We can have 2 options, or we can write a particular code in a 2 ways. Okay? And we have to test which one is better. Then what we will do, we'll comment first section, first half of the code, or first trial, or we can say first set of the instructions, and we'll try to run the second set. And we'll check the performance of the second set. Again we'll comment the second set and we'll try with the first set. Okay? So this is where we can use the comment and uncomment options. Okay? Then we have a wrap commands option. Then we have this thing, smart indent option, I will come to this point when I will start programming. What is smart indent? Then we have this thing, increase indent, decrease indent, and all these functions there. Okay. So here the two main key takeaways are comment and uncomment. Okay, in the code section. Then we have analyze. You need not this is not needed right now. If needed anywhere in due course, I will let you know how to use these functions. Then we have a run section command and a run command. Okay. Now what we can do in MATLAB, we can divide a code in the whole code in the multiple sections. Okay. Let me show you how you can divide the code. Open. Let's say where is the read file. Okay. So you can see here I have written some code, and this is 374 line codes. Okay. But what I have to do, I don't have to run this whole code at a time. What I have to do, I don't have to run this whole code at a time, and I have to run the first 21 lines only. Okay. In that case, what we have to do, we have to use this run section command. Okay. Okay. Then we have section break. Then we have run and advance and run to end. Now where we will use this run and advance? Let's say we don't have saved this program. Okay. And we have to run it. So it will ask you to first save it. Okay. It will ask you to first save it. But instead of saving, what I have to do? I have to run it directly. So you can use the run and advance. So इसने क्या किया अभी? प्रोग्राम को बिना सेव किए रन किया. अगर आपको देखना है तो I will add, let's say a variable 1 is equal to 3. मैंने इसको क्लोज किया, and variable 2 is equal to 5. ठीक है. And I will do a summation. Yes. Now I will name it as a sum1 is equal to var1 plus var2. Okay. Now if I have to run this code, I have to see the sum1 as output of this. If I will run this code, it will ask me to save the program. But if I don't have to, I don't want to save this and I have to run it also, then you can use the run and advance. So you can see here, क्या हुआ? Variable store हुआ, variable 1, variable 2 store हुआ, and it has shown the sum 1 8. तो run हुआ program. This means that if you have to run a program without saving, what you have to do? You have to use the run and advance option. ठीक है? Now how to save the program? Very important. How to save the MATLAB program? Always make sure that whenever you are saving this thing, whatever name you have to give, let's say मैंने नाम दिया इसको program1, and you have to use .m extension. क्या करना है? .m extension हमेशा देना ही है. You have to use .m. Always you have to write the .m. ठीक है? Then you can save this code. Okay. So you can see here, whenever I'll go to open, I can see a program1.m. ठीक है? Make sure that you write a .m while saving your program. ठीक है? Now variable समझ में आया? How to define the variable? ठीक है? Then command window समझ में आया? Script समझ में आया? ठीक है? Now you just practice all these things. Just practice all these things and let me know if you have anything, any problem with. ठीक है? तो रन मैंने सेक्शन बता दिया था. इसको आप सेक्शन ब्रेक कर सकते हो. ठीक है? Then section you can create with 2% symbols. Okay? और you have section break here. ठीक है? अब इसके बाद मैं एक सेक्शन क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ। लेट्स से मैंने यहाँ पे किया क्या कहते हैं इसको, सब्सट्रैक्शन 1 करता हूँ मैं एंड VAR 1 माइनस VAR 2 करता हूँ। ठीक है, अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, इसको सेक्शंस में डिवाइड किया. If I will run this whole program, what will happen? It will run till some subtract 1. But if I have to run this section only, what I can use? Run section command. See here. अभी क्या हुआ, बस ये सब 1 एग्जीक्यूट हुआ. ठीक है, यू कैन सी हियर. अगर मुझे पूरा प्रोग्राम रन करना है तो आई विल क्लिक ऑन दिस थिंग. ठीक है, नाउ इफ आई हैव टू क्लियर एवरीथिंग हियर. ये जो कमांड विंडो में बहुत सारे जो हमने एग्जीक्यूशन किए है ना, उसको अगर हमेशा हमें क्या करना है, क्लीन करना है. द स्टार्ट ऑफ द प्रोग्राम यू जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द CLC और you just have to write the CLC and run this. ठीक है, तो अब क्या हो गया देखो, पूरा कमांड विंडो क्या हो गया, क्लीन हो गया. So this is the command to clean the command window. Or if you have to clear all the workspace, then there is a command clear all. ठीक है, और you can write everything. So अब यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो 1 2 3 4 5 6 वेरिएबल्स है. इफ आई विल राइट, आई विल क्लिक ऑन रन. क्लियर इज सफिशिएंट आई थिंक. हाँ, सो इट इज अपडेटेड नाउ. यू जस्ट हैव टू राइट द क्लियर. ठीक है, तो क्लियर लिखने के बाद देखो यहाँ पे कितने थे, 6 वेरिएबल्स थे. The previous variables that we used executed using the command window, those were also available here. But अभी क्या हुआ है, we just have 4 variables, variable 1, variable 2, sum 1 and subtract 1, sub 1. So this is how you can clear the workspace and command window each time. ठीक है, now you work on this thing.